Welcome back to Breathtaking and Part 3 of Wait a Minute, Mr. Postman.
As I write this letter, send my love to you. Remember that I'll always be in love with you. Treasure these few hours till we're together. Keep all my love forever. P.S. I love you.
That introductory snippet was P.S. I Love You by the Beatles, written by John Lennon and Paul McCartney. I chose that snippet today because, well, stay tuned. As you'll soon discover, it is the first half of a pair of musical bookends that we'll be featuring today. But for now, we turn to The Speed Test, a tour de force from the 2002 Broadway musical Thoroughly Modern Millie, with music by Janine Tesori and lyrics by Dick Scanlon, performed by Mark Kudish and Sutton Foster.
Take a letter to a Mr. John Hudson, Hudson's Floor Wax. You will find an invoice in the file for the address. Dear Mr. Hudson, my eyes are fully open to my awful situation, so I'm writing you a letter to demand an explanation. When the floor wax that we bought from you arrived here Monday morning, we discovered upon usage that the fume should have a warning. Since the only possibility is that your wax is rancid, I request a full refund of all the money we advanced. And unless you can convince me you've improved the floor wax batter, we will take our business elsewhere. So, I hope you solve this matter. How's my speed, Miss Stillmount?
A little slow, perhaps.
Ah. Enclosed you'll find a small container of the stuff I talk about. Just carefully remove the lid and take a whiff if you've a doubt. I'm sure you wouldn't want me to alert the daily papers with the news of how our office was affected by your vapors, which is why I choose to write to you a confidential letter full of strong recommendation that you make your floor wax better. I just hope it won't require us to have our floor relayed, and if it does, you may expect a bill. Sincerely, Trevor Graydon. Now, read that back to me, please.
Certainly. Dear Mr. Hudson, my eyes are fully open to my awful situation, so I'm writing you a letter to demand an explanation. When the floor wax that we bought from you arrived here Monday morning, we discovered upon usage that the fume should have a warning. Since the only possibility is that your wax is rancid, I request a full refund of all the money we advanced.
Nice.
And unless you can convince me you've improved the floor wax batter, we will take our business elsewhere, so I hope you solve this matter.
Not half bad. Continue, please.
Enclosed you'll find a small container of the stuff I talk about. Just carefully remove the lid and take a whiff if you've a doubt. I'm sure you wouldn't want me to alert the daily papers with the news of how our office was affected by your vapors, which is why I choose to write to you a confidential letter full of strong recommendation that you make your floor wax better. I just hope it won't require us to have our floor relayed, and if it does, you may expect a bill. Sincerely, Trevor Graydon.
Miss Stillmount, may I speak frankly?
Yes.
If I could be so lucky as to have a good stenographer to keep this place as up-to-date as her short skirt and bobbed coiffure, I wouldn't have to worry about our soured office planking and could concentrate on generating profits ripe for banking. That is why I'm testing you with this outrageous correspondence, which I don't intend to actually mail to the respondents. So, if you can make sense of my unintelligible patter, then the job is yours and Hudson's Floor Wax really doesn't matter.
Hudson's Floor Wax 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 doesn't matter. Now, I want that letter on my desk in 2 minutes flat. Man your machine. Go! Mr. Hudson! Colin! My eyes are fully open to my awful situation, so I'm writing you a letter to demand an explanation. When the Floex that we bought from you arrived here Monday morning, we discovered upon usage that food should have a warning. So the only possibility is that your wax is rancid. I request a full refund of all the monies we had rancid. That you can convince me you've improved the Floex batter. We will take our business elsewhere, so I hope you solve this matter.
So I hope you solve this matter. So I hope you solve this matter. So I hope you solve this matter. So I hope you solve this matter. So I hope you solve this matter. So I hope you solve this matter. So I hope you solve this matter. Matter.
Going on! Enclosed in a small container of stuff to talk about scribbling mood didn't take with it. You could not assure you wouldn't want me to all the papers with the news for our office was affected by your papers, which is why I choose to write to you a confidential letter full of strong recommendation that you may well expire. I just hope it don't require us to have full, and if it does, you may expect bills and sincerely serve a great. You have made the team, Miss Dillmount.
You have made the team, Miss Dillmount.
Tell me where my desk is when we eat lunch, how much I'll be paid, and nice to meet you. I know we'll be friends, just call me Millie Graydon.
Millie Graydon.
I mean Dillmount.
Millie Dillmount.
Someday Graydon.
Graydon, Dillmount, Dillmount, Graydon, Graydon, Dillmount.
Graydon.
If our previous musical gem was breathtaking, quite literally, our next two musical gems are breathtaking in a heart-tugging kind of way. First, here is the Israeli song Michtav Me'ima, a letter from Mama, in which a mother is writing to her son serving in the army, with music by Shmuel Fershko and lyrics by the celebrated poet Natan Alterman, performed by Chava Alberstein. With thanks to my friend Moshe Silbershine, here is a translation, but be prepared for the possibility of my voice choking up a bit because of the words aching tenderness. Shalom to you, my son. Shalom from Mama. I received your letter, my good son, and if you only knew how happy it made Mama, you might write just a little more often. And once again I put on my glasses, and I returned to read your letter, repeating every word. Too bad my eyes are getting weaker, and the tears interrupt the reading a bit as well. You write me that you've received a ribbon, and that that's appropriate for you as a sergeant major. I don't understand what that means, but if it's good, I'll send you some ribbons. Mama is sending you ribbons. In the package I'll place them. Grow and flourish, Sergeant Major. But remember Mama. And there's also a jar of jam inside that your Mama prepared from oranges. You should eat it, Sergeant Major, and send the jar back to Mama. It's important for you to know, along with everything else, that it's already chilly by us, and the sea is stormy. So you shouldn't go out to battle without a sweater. During winter, my son, one needs to be careful. And if in battle you need to capture tanks, don't do it all at once. Don't strain yourself to drag 2 tanks together. Best to drag them one at a time. I won't go on any longer. I'll be quiet. But this, my child, I'll remind you, that if you capture any strategic position, hang a notice on it that it's yours. Shalom to you, my child, from Mama. Her heart yearns deep inside for you. If you can, Sergeant Major, write more to Mama. And don't forget, take it to heart, that there's also a jar of jam inside that you should eat, Sergeant Major, and return safe and sound to Mama.
שלום לך ילדי, שלום מאמא, את מכתבך קיבלתי בני הטוב, ולו ידעת מה שמחה בו אמא, היית קצת יותר מרבה לכתוב, ושוב אני חובשת משקפיים, ושבה בו לקרוא גם לשנן, חבל רק שקהו קצת העיניים, והדמעה קצת מפריעה גם כן. אתה כותב לי שקיבלת סרט, ושלרב סמל אתה מתאים. אינני מבינה מה זאת אומרת, אך אם זה טוב אשלח לך סרטים, סרטים לך שולחת אמא, בחבילה אותם אשימה. שמח וגדל רב סמל, אבל זכור את אמא, וגם צלוחית ריבה יש פנימה, מתפוזים הכינה אמא, שתאכל רב סמל, ואת הצלוחית אשיב לאמא. חשוב נא גם על זאת, גם על היתר, אצלנו כבר קריר הים סוער, שלא תצא להתקפה בלי סוודר, בחורף בני צריך להיזהר, ואם בשבי טנקים יש לקחת, אל תעשה את זאת בבת אחת, אל תתאמץ לסחוב שני טנקים יחד, מוטב תסחוב אותם אחד אחד. לא אעריך יותר, אני שותקת, אבל את זאת ילדי אזכיר לך, שאם תתפוס איזו עמדה אסטרטגית, תתלה מיד פתחה שהיא שלך. שלום לך ילדי ואמא, ליבה לך הומה בפנימה, אם תוכל רב סמל, כתוב יותר לאמא, ואל תשכח בלב תשימה, שגם צלוחית ריבה יש פנימה, שתאכל רב סמל, ותשוב בריא לאמא.
As promised, today's podcast concludes with the second half of our pair of musical bookends, another song entitled P.S. I Love You, one written a good 30 years before the Beatles song of the same name, with lyrics by Johnny Mercer and music by Gordon Jenkins, performed with such understated compassion by Nancy Lamotte.
What is there to write? What is there to say? Same things happen every day. Not a thing to write, not a thing to say. So I take my pen in hand and start the same old way. Dear, I thought I'd drop a line. The weather's cool, the folks are fine. I'm in bed each night at 9. P.S. I love you. Yesterday we had some rain, but all in all I can't complain. Was it dusty on the train? I love you. Write to the Browns just as soon as you're able. They came around to call. I burned a hole in the dining room table. And let me see, I guess that's all. Nothing else for me to say. and so I'll close. Oh, by the way, everybody's thinking of you. P.S. I love you. Write to the Browns just as soon as you're able. They came around to call. I burned a hole in the dining room table. And let me see, I guess that's all. Nothing else for me to say, and so I'll close. Oh, by the way, everybody's thinking of you. P.S. I love you.
I do hope you enjoyed all 3 of our Wait a Minute, Mr. Postman podcasts. Please come back next week for a whole new series of breathtaking songs. See you on Sunday. In the meantime, I'm signing off for now with a song in my heart.